So when you get convicted of a DUI, whether it's in, San Mateo County, Sonoma County, Marin County, San Francisco, or anywhere in the Bay Area, or anywhere in California, it can have an impact on employment, current, future employment, and on insurance. And it often has the biggest impact if you drive for a living. If you're an Uber, Lyft driver, if you have a company car, if you have a commercial license. I mean, those are situations where you're going to have major issues with work and insurance. Because what happens is a lot of these companies will not allow their employees to have DUI records because that makes them more of a liability. It costs them more money to insure you. And they see this as there's plenty of people without DUIs who don't need, or they don't need to pay more. So if you're in a very fungible job, you're going to have some issues. For insurance, typically it's affected for 3, 4, 5 years, and then it normalizes. So that's a big help for some of these jobs that require driving. But what you should do as soon as your probation is over, or sometimes especially if you've got like a 3-year probation on a regular DUI, you should consider possibly trying to expunge this earlier, especially if you're having trouble finding jobs. The court may be receptive to it if you can, your attorney can show that you're having issues finding a job. For employment, there's so many different types of jobs out there that your current job is usually not going to be affected unless you have some type of a professional license. A lot of times school teachers, all of a sudden they get that call saying, hey, we got a report that you have a DUI. You may have to, jump through some hoops. Sometimes you could lose your job, but typically employers are willing to work with you as long as they don't need to insure you on their auto insurance. This is an area that there's a lot to talk about. And so everybody's situation is different. But really know that it's important to find the best DUI lawyer you can, and whether it's, somewhere in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, or in the state of California, or any state that you're in, because of the ramifications. The best DUI lawyers will look at everything, every aspect of your case, understanding what your specific needs are. If it's, again, like this question asked, in regards to employment, in regards to insurance, and gear whatever result they get to benefit you the most. Insurance is such a tough thing right now in California, whether it's San Mateo, Sonoma, Alameda, San Francisco, Marin, wherever you got a DUI. We're talking California here, and a lot of insurance companies have actually left the state and are not insuring, or if they are still here, they're not insuring to the amounts that they were, and especially if you have, the points from a DUI or a wet reckless on your record. So one of the things that a top DUI lawyer will have in their toolbox is the right people to talk to for insurance, people that they've seen their clients have success with, be happy with, companies that have really good customer service, who know how to find your clients the best rates on insurance. And that's something that is important, because we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars in many cases in savings if you're dealing with the right people. I just talked to someone the other day whose insurance went through the roof because the insurance company found out about their DUI. And like, I can't afford this. And so I had them talk with one of these insurance companies or insurance services I recommend, who was able to find them a company that was very solid, that did not raise them through the roof, that gave them the same amount of insurance. And they were extremely happy to be able to find that person, to have that resource. Well, where did that resource come from? It came from an experienced DUI lawyer, not a DUI lawyer or a criminal defense attorney who sent them a letter saying, hey, hire me, and charged them a bargain basement price and pled them guilty within a month and They were suspended with their license right away, and nothing happened. Paying for good defense has a lot more to do with not just an attorney going to court. There's so many other areas. Again, we're talking here about employment, about insurance. When my clients have professional licenses, one of the things that I do, because I just focus on the DUI case, is I will have them talk with an attorney who, and it's their choice whether they want to or not, but I give them a name or two of an attorney or attorneys who deal with employment law and professional licensing boards, and that's all they do. And one of the ones I refer to is someone who used to be a DUI lawyer and helped write books on DUI defense. So they really understand this area, and they know what it takes to help someone keep their job as a doctor or a nurse or a professional whatever, as a teacher. This is really, really important stuff, and you can't go light in fighting your case and getting another lawyer to help with the professional aspect of it with your job, just because you don't want to pay the money. Unfortunately, you have to get really good defense, and it's proven time and time again. There's a saying that says, cheap lawyers aren't good and good lawyers aren't cheap, and unfortunately, that is the way it works. And you just need to make the good, right decision. A lot of the more experienced DUI lawyers like myself will do payment plans. So it's not like you have to pay everything up front. We can spread it out, make it workable, offer different forms of payments so that you can, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, that you can make it manageable so that you can get the defense that you need and that you deserve. So anyway, feel free to call us anytime if you have a DUI in any of the Bay Area counties, or if you need an expungement for a DUI, and we offer a free consultation.